What do you do with civilians? It's a good question. What do you do with civilians? What is the Jewish attitude? What's the Jewish law? The Jewish law is you don't kill a civilian. What makes them a civilian? Who's a civilian? So the law is that if you're fighting a war and one of your enemy surrenders, you're not allowed to kill him. Now he's a civilian because he surrendered. If he says, I want to leave, I just want to leave the country, I'm going away, don't kill him, let him leave. But if he's standing there without surrender and without leaving, he's not a civilian. A very simple question. I promise not to harm your civilians. Who is a civilian? I'm supposed to decide? I have to go into Gaza and identify the civilians? That's not my job. The civilians have to identify themselves. Hold up a white flag, I'll know that you're a civilian, I won't shoot you. You're not holding up a white flag. So I'm supposed to decide whether you're a civilian? Just because you're not wearing a uniform? No. That's the stupidity of the whole idea. If you identify yourself as a civilian, then I won't kill you. But I should decide whether you're a civilian? That's crazy. It's suicidal. It's amazing.
No choice.
Yeah?
Some of them have no choice. They want to identify, but then the shot.
Well, don't kill me for that. So,
hostages that are in Gaza. How can we just bomb? Like, of course, we could just bomb all of Gaza and say, I wanted to flee. They had the chance.
So again,
even though not all of them had the chance, some of them are holding their own civilians hostage. But what about our civilians that are in Gaza?
Yeah. So it's the same thing. If Israel would tell them, we're going to destroy you, and there are no conditions, there's nothing you can say that's going to stop us. And what do they need the hostages for?
So, but Amalek also just killed.
That's why we just have to kill them.
So they're gonna kill our hostages either way.
So where does that leave us? So if they say, you can't bomb us, you're going to kill the hostages. So we're helpless. We can't do that. We are not helpless. We're going to do what we're going to do, so it doesn't benefit you at all to hold hostages. You gain nothing from it.
So should Israel keep bombing them even they know people like Israelis which are hostages?
You can't allow them to put handcuffs on you. But again, it's not that you have to bomb them. You have to convince them that you're going to bomb them, and it doesn't matter whether they have hostages. Huh?
What does the Torah say about such situation? Like they pay for.
The Torah says, you do not add more death. Right? You don't kill more people to save some people. Doesn't make sense. So more soldiers should die in order to say, what, soldiers are not civilians? I think if you want to understand the situation, they say, and they say it, all civilians in Israel are soldiers. Even the babies. Because they're going to grow up, they're going to be soldiers, and they'll come shoot us. So there's no such thing as civilians in Israel. All civilians are soldiers. We have the exact opposite. Every soldier is a civilian. particularly in Israel. Every soldier is in high school. They're just kids. Oh no, they're soldiers. Them you're allowed to kill. No, you're not allowed to kill them. They're civilians. Every soldier is a civilian. They say every civilian is a soldier. Why would they hold hostages if there's nothing to gain? Holding the hostages is not going to slow us down. It's not going to make us hesitate. We're going to bomb you just as much, maybe even more. Well, then why are they holding hostages? Why did they take hostages? Why?
To free their own.
Because they knew that we're handicapped, that we're not going to be able to fight back because, hey, you're going to hurt the hostages. They have to know that it's not going to help them. It's only going to harm them. If anything happens to those hostages, we'll bomb you even more. Then it doesn't pay to take hostages. But we kept telling them, if you have a hostage, we'll give you 1,000 prisoners in exchange for one hostage. So what did you just do? You made it a good deal to take hostages. You're not allowed to do that. In fact, you want to know Jewish law? If a Jew is kidnapped and they want money to ransom the hostage, if they want a lot of money, you're not allowed to ransom. You're not allowed to pay. Why?
What's a reasonable amount of money?
I don't know. But why would you not be allowed? Huh?
Let's do it again.
Because if you can get a lot of money for a Jewish hostage, every Jew is in danger. In other words, you make it a good deal, you're encouraging more hostages. Can't do it. But what's going to be with this hostage? You can't save this guy by risking every other Jew. It's just sensible. So was it a good thing that they gave 1,000 prisoners in exchange for Shalit? Ask Shalit. He feels terrible. The guy who planned this entire attack on Simchas Torah, he's one of those prisoners. Do you see what just happened? 1,400 Jews were killed because we gave 1,000 prisoners in exchange for Shalit. He feels so bad. Jewish morality makes sense because it prevents death. It prevents wars. If you know you can't win against us, you wouldn't try. Why do you think you can win? Because we told you. We won't shoot your civilians, we won't shoot your children, we won't shoot on the holiday, we won't shoot. What did you just do? They know they can always go to the UN and ask for a ceasefire if they're losing, and we'll make a ceasefire. Why are you encouraging them? We need to be a little more proud of who we are. So if you're lighting Shabbos candles, invite everyone to come watch. If you're putting on tefillin, do it where everyone can see. No hiding. It's the holiest, the godliest, and the most moral thing in the world. The world should see it.